Oh, well, hey, babe. It's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into us a quick chat. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all. First up on the quick chat, let's go ahead and talk about Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner and her man, Travis Scott, they are about to have another child. They're expecting baby number 2. Okay, congratulations to them. I know it seemed like they were like off. I couldn't really tell whether or not they were back in a relationship. I thought they just probably was, you know what I'm saying, fool-la-la-ing around. But I guess, you know what I'm saying, they was in a relationship and they was out here hunching and stuff, girl. So they been out here doing what they do, and now they about to have another baby, a baby number 2. I also saw a picture that was so cute of their daughter Stormy. I guess she had been wanting to ride a big yellow bus. I know she's a privileged child. She can't be around all the public kids like that, unfortunately. So she been watching these yellow buses pass by, and she been wanting to get on one. So her rich daddy decided to go and rent out, I guess, or go and get. I'm sure they just gave it to him like, here you go. So he went and got her a yellow bus for her to be on, and she was on there. She took a picture outside of the bus and on the bus. But when she was on the bus, it was giving me, okay, now what I do? Where's all the kids at? Where are all of the kids that I was seeing that was coming on here catching the bus? Where they at? This is this right here. This is defeating the purpose as to why I wanted to get on the yellow bus. I wanted to get on the bus so that I can mingle with the other children. But you bring me this big ass yellow bus and it's empty as hell. Where are the kids at? Okay, that's what the photo was giving me, and I wish I had it, but I don't have it right here, y'all. But it was cute though. It was so cute. Their daughter is so cute, and first of all, she got big so quick. I think she's about to like go into school, and I'm like, when the hell did Stormy grow the hell up? When did she get this tall? Because I remember the little mama being like this. And I'm kind of like, now she like this. And I'm like, girl, time be flying. She be zooming. Okay. But let's go ahead and move on to another story. Okay. Speaking of children, let's talk about Syesha. Okay. And I hope I'm saying her name right. Syesha Mercado. She was formerly a contestant on American Idol. And unfortunately, she ended up having one of her children taken back in March by CPS due to them feeling as though the child was malnourished. Okay. And if you guys caught my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review, you noticed that I talked about it briefly towards the end of that review. But yeah, so she ended up getting her child taken away from her earlier this year. She was pregnant with another. Okay. She gave birth to this child, and CPS felt as though they could come and snatch this child from her too, because she did not notify them about the fact that she had this child. Okay, so I definitely feel a way about this situation. It was like they were watching them. They had been watching them, seeing where they're going, seeing what they're doing. Okay. So we see they moving on the interstate. Let us go ahead and follow them, pull them over, and you got CPS, it probably was about like 4 or 5 police officers there. And then they ended up, pretty much taking her child from her. And mind you, this baby is only a few days old. In addition to that, she was breastfeeding this child as well. So you could just come scoop up on this lady, snatch her child out. And if you guys were paying attention to the video, you will see the white lady holding her breast milk in her hand. Girl, that sound like fighting. Like I would want to throw hands, but I understand she was in like a very critical situation where she had to be careful, but still emotional at the same time, So long story short, the great thing is that they have now gotten their child back. The child that they have had snatched from them recently within the past few weeks, that child has now been returned back to her. That is awesome. I want to go ahead and read a little bit of what the Shade Room has on this story, because it definitely went viral. When I first learned about it was on TikTok. When I started seeing a lot of different people doing videos on it, I saw it on TikTok. And then from there, it just spread. So shout out to having social media and stuff, because a lot of these things that be going on that can fly under the radar are now having a different type of light shine upon them, as they should. Because this particular doctor, and I don't forgot the lady's name, but if I'm gonna find the name and I'll put it down in the comments for you guys. But she works at Johns Hopkins down there in Florida, and baby girl got a 1 star. She been out here snatching kids from people left and right, and it's not just Black people whose children she's been taking. She's also been taking white people kids too. All right, any little subtle thing that you say about your child, they'll snatch them up. Like I believe believe this baby was snatched up because they tried to say that she refused giving him a shot of something. And she was like, that's not the case. That never happened. Okay. So I feel bad for her. I'm glad she got her child back, but I feel bad for all parents, especially newborn parents, because that could be anybody in this situation. Your child could be having an allergic reaction to something. You going out there taking your child to the doctor, trying to get them seen about because they're allergic to milk or whatever it is they're allergic to. And then they make a bigger situation out of it than what it needs to be. And then they're lying, in my opinion, on paperwork in order to have these children removed from their home. And I think that's definitely messed up. I hope that they do further research on this. They fire all that need to be fired, and they investigate all that need to be investigated. And I wouldn't even be tripping if the parents came together and tried to sue CPS. Okay, because I feel like that's what it was created for, to snatch these kids out, okay, at their house. For any little subtle thing, y'all don't do the research. Y'all be wanting to snatch the kids out the house and then do the research. No, you probably could get them a warning and then do some research and then snatch the kids out the house. You know what I'm saying? If your findings are proving to be what you already thought it was, but they got to figure something out with that, you know, because they have definitely been doing some shaky stuff. But let me go ahead and get into this real quick. From the Shade Room, they were saying about the baby being reunited. American Idol finalist Syesha Mercado is reunited with her newborn after Child Protective Services removed the child from her care. What else are they saying here? They're saying that, let me go down. The baby was removed from the care last week. And I'm like, it wasn't last week. I believe it was further than that, at least 2 weeks. The baby was removed from the care due to an alleged CPS investigation. And that investigation was based on the first child being taken out of the home back in March. Okay. The interaction in Florida, which was caught in a heartbreaking viral video, has grabbed the attention of thousands and even caused civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump to step in. Authorities further claim the couple didn't inform them Syesha had given birth. Why does she need to inform y'all? If you have a CPS case now, doesn't that just apply to the child right there? Now you probably can do investigations over here. All right, but why did she have to, like, was that a part of the paperwork where she had to let y'all know, hey, I just gave birth, you want to come take this child too? That don't make sense. What else do I have here? Authorities further claim that the couple didn't inform them that Syesha gave birth while an ongoing case for their son, Amin Ray. I hope that's how you say his name. He's still in custody right now. He's still in CPS custody at this very moment. So they are definitely working on a plan to bring that child home to them as well. Okay. Yeah, the child was removed back in March due to the doctor claiming that the child was malnourished. Do you see how easy people can come up with to have your children snatched out of your home? If you don't sign some paperwork, they'll have your children snatched out of your home. Like, that is not, that's not cool, boo. That is not cool at all. So I want them to do investigations and I want them to take everybody down. And I hate it that, I really don't hate it. I hate that it's going to be a trying time for them to, like, whoever's going to do this investigation to really go up against the governmental agency, pretty much. But it's not just Florida that needs to be investigated. This is a nationwide thing that needs to be investigated. Because if it's happening to her, it's happened to other people in other places, and they just did not have the status or the video to prove it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's that. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below on this situation, and y'all continue to pray for Syesha and her family, and let's go ahead and help her get this baby right on back home and get the people held responsible, people that's responsible for this, you know, held responsible for their bullshit. Okay, that's that on that. Let's go ahead and skip on over to some other stuff, honey, that is going on. Let's talk about Saweetie and Quavo, because what they're putting out here in the atmosphere, honey. Now, y'all know it was a viral video that went out between these, okay, about these two over there. They was over there, you know, pretty much tugging and jugging on each other out in the elevator over, like, what was it? It was like an Xbox game or a suitcase or some luggage or something, honey. Okay, so they was over there tugging and jugging on each other. Child, then they ended up breaking up. Okay, more stories started to come out about this situation. And honey, what we're seeing now is that, it looks like Saweetie and Quavo quietly spent some time together in New York after splitting from each other for 5 months. I believe they broke up at the top of the year or something like that. So they've been broken up for some time, but they was just caught out hanging out or trying to be with each other on the low. And let me tell y'all something, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by this. Some told me she was going to go back to him, and some told me he was going to try to figure out a way to go back to her, because the women that's probably on Quavo head probably can't hold a candle to Miss Saweetie. And I just felt like he gonna be back in some facet, and I feel like she gonna be back with him, and I felt like it was gonna be exactly how we're seeing it now. They were going to be on the low. Everybody wasn't gonna be in their business, and that's just where it at. They're saying that let me try and scroll down just a little bit. According to Hollywood Life, a music insider told them that Quavo has missed Saweetie since they broke up, and he's been asking to see her. Apparently, she gave in because they linked up in New York and have hung out since they're both there at the same time. So they've been hanging out with each other. Even though the two have been spending time together on the DL, the source did note that Quavo and Saweetie are not back together yet. Yet, honey. They ain't back together yet. All right. Now, nothing is official as of the moment, but don't be surprised if you hear they've reconciled. We won't be surprised. We won't be surprised, honey. We saw it coming. We did. We saw it coming, honey. We saw it coming, so we will not be surprised. But I'm going to tell y'all what I am surprised at a little bit. And I don't even know these people like that. But I am a little bit surprised by the Currys, because they are getting a divorce, honey. They've been married for quite some time, and they out here putting each other out on blast. That is what I am surprised about at this time. Let me go ahead and get into this article from the Jasmine brand. Let me make sure I have it up. Okay, so Steph Curry's mom, Sonia Curry, is the one that filed for the divorce, okay? Honey, now according to the reports, according to the report, Steph Curry's mother, Sonia, filed back in June in North Carolina. Okay, so girl. Now then we had some follow-up reports. Give me 1 second, honey, because we had some follow-up reports about this news here. I mean, I think all of their kids are grown. Maybe their relationship has, run its course or whatnot. So, I mean, maybe it was time, but according to them, they're accusing each other of cheating. This is what they saying, honey. And then I believe she cheating with her good white man, according to what the blogs is out here saying. Give me 1 second. I want to see if I can pull up more on this story. But they're saying that Steph Curry parents are accusing each other of cheating. New details have surfaced surrounding the split between Steph Curry's parents, okay, Sonia and Dale Curry. According to reports in court documents, Steph's mother alleges that her estranged husband, okay, Dale Curry, cheated on her with the different women while married. Meanwhile, Dale also claims that Sonia cheated during the relationship. Reportedly, he claims that she should not be able to collect alimony because she is now living with another man. Girl, where was all of this going on? You done left this man and went to somebody else's house. That man said, listen, I'm not going to pay a motherfucking dime. Hear me, while you sitting over there laying up in somebody else's bed in their house, girl. If you think I'm going to pay you, I'm not going to pay you a cent. Get it how you live, man, while you living with that man. All right. Sonia is said to have admitted to dating another man months after she and Dale agreed to legally separate. She also says she lives alone. Sonia also says Dale cheated on her while they were married with multiple women. And girl, if this ain't some love and basketball, marriage mess, love and marriage basketball, or whatever y'all want to call it, honey, if this ain't some mess, I don't know what is. We wish the Currys the best. I really don't know what to say about this situation, because it's one thing for y'all to get a divorce later on, after your kids are grown, they're doing their thing and stuff. But then when y'all come out with all these allegations about each other cheating, I always thought his parents were just like, kind of like the perfect little couple, they happy, they kid and went off, what I'm saying, doing his thing in the league and whoop, 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 whoop. So I'm thinking things are cool and cute, but honey, what they, everything don't always be how people portray it to be out here in the public, okay? People be out here going through some real things and we just don't be privy to it. But either way, all I have for the Currys, honey, is good luck. Let's go ahead and move on, okay? Let's get into our girl, Megan Thee Stallion, all right? Let's talk about Miss Megan Thee Stallion, honey. Woo! Megan Thee Stallion claims that her record label won't release her new music, and she's asking for the judge's help. Now, y'all know she's had some issues with her label being with Carl Crawford. You guys know Evelyn Lozada's a baby daddy. All right, so that's 1501 certified, 1501 certified, I believe. That's the label that she's with, which is also the label that Miss Erica Banks is with as well. Now, at some point throughout her getting on, because we learned about Megan while she was on 1501. Once she started to blow up, other people tried to come into the picture and feel as though they could go around 1501 as if she wasn't already in a contract. And she ended up getting a management deal with Rock Nation or whatever. And then I believe she also has a double deal, 1501 certified. And then I think she's also with 300. So she has like those two, but I feel like 300 kind of gives her range to do what she wants to do. But Carl, I feel like he's a different way, because it's like, I believe Rock Nation tried to like force him out or push him out, but he got the money to like go up against them. So he's going to battle it. Like, y'all not going to just give me some chump change. I'm the reason that she's gotten to where she is for the most part when y'all first found out about her. So you're going to pay me my coins. I think they tried to give him some little chump change, and they tried to intimidate him. And anybody that really don't got money like Carl do, you'll just go with it. But he's like, I got the bread to, you know, fight for what's due to me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get my attorney, and we can do this the long way. It don't matter to me because I got that type of money. Because y'all know he was in the baseball league as well. So he seemed like he got him a good amount of coin. So they've been having friction and issues and things. It seems like Megan only gives credit to one of the people that helped her come up in the game. I cannot think of the guy's name. She only gives credit to one person. She don't really give credit to Carl at all. She only gives credit to that one person for whatever reason. But they're continuing to have woes, okay? Record label woes between each other. So in newly obtained legal documents, Megan Thee Stallion claims her label is blocking her from releasing new single and is now seeking help from the courts. Now, Megan did this last time when she released that album with the lips or something like that. It was just the lips on it. And a lot of people didn't think the album was that great, but Carl was trying to stop that album from coming out, but for whatever reason, I guess she still owed him money from other stuff. And she ended up getting a restraining order for that particular I don't even know if you'll call it an album, but for that music. And it ended up coming out anyway. So it seems like she's back in the same place doing the same thing again. And it's unfortunate, child. I don't know how many more years she got. I don't know how this gonna work, girl. But shout out to her for still being able to have some type of success, even though she's having these situations go on with her record label, okay? Megan Thee Stallion claims that her new single, which is a remix of mega K-pop group BTS, Butter, is supposed to be released on Friday, August the 27th. Ooh, girl, that is in like a few days. But her label, 1501 Certified Entertainment, and its owner, Carl Crawford, are trying to stop it. The H-Town rapper believes this song could expand her fan base, but says 1501 doesn't believe in the song and feels it won't be good for her brand. In her claim, she also believes that her reason is a cover-up and that the label wants to shake her for 6 figures in order to clear the song's release. I kind of, that could be true. They probably is trying to shake you, but if you owe it to them, how are they shaking you? If it's money that you could potentially owe to them because you are on the label, how are they shaking you? But then it also don't make sense for y'all to withhold this song from coming out if that song coming out is what's going to be able to pay you guys on the back end if y'all are owed whatever money. So it is kind of like, just let her drop the song. Just let her do what she gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because this K-pop, whatever this group BTS, whenever I hear K-pop, I think of extremely popular. So if she's able to release this, yeah, that probably is going to expand her career. But every other song and feature she's been doing was going to expand her career. Y'all cannot stop the expansion of this woman's career. So let her do what it is that she's going to do, and you're still going to get paid. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all may have to sue her or something like that, but y'all still should be able to get paid ultimately for this. But I want to hear y'all thoughts and comments down below on everything that I just said on the quick chat today. What are your thoughts about Miss Megan Thee Stallion and this Carl Crawford situation? Do you think he should just let her release the music in hopes of him getting paid and allowing her to expand, you know, her audience? What are your thoughts on the Curry's, child? Because it seems like the Curry's done broke up, but Quavo and Saweetie done got back together. Y'all got to tell me y'all thoughts on Quavo and Saweetie as well as Syesha and her children being taken away from her by Florida CPS. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.